At Emerald Broadband, we bring you the most reliable internet on the planet, fiber. The question is, why is fiber more reliable than cable? Picture two houses. The cable house has an old foundation, faulty wiring, and uses cheaper materials. It's built to cut corners, not built to last. The fiber house has a solid foundation, unwavering power, and uses premium materials, so your house is built for the future. For the most reliable coverage, don't get caught in the storm. Get fiber with Emerald Broadband.
And that should bring us to live. Okay. And I can pull this in, because that's a lot further out than I thought it was.
Hello.
And welcome back to the insanity that is By the Dice.
All the insanity. Oh, last week's session.
Yes, but before we get into that, this week's announcements. You know, old business before new business. All right, Sully?
Thank you, as always, to Rip Reptiles for paper, printer, ink, stuff that's expensive.
Thank you to my mom for my inebriation. That's right, inebriation brought by mothers who understand children over the age of 21 since the dawn of time. And actually, prior to the whole prohibition thing, I think it was somewhere around the age of, oh, you're old enough to drink. Some places younger, just depending on whether or not on culture. I mean, some places in Europe, if you're a family dinner and you're 6, you're given a glass of wine.
Yeah, one's different alcohol.
Yeah.
Either way.
Wine is good for your intestines, but hardcore liquor does not.
Very true, but it is good for sleep. Anyway, we are not trying to promote alcoholism. There are other people who do a great job of that without our help. So, last week, after a few odd dreams and much deliberation, leaving town and finishing everything up, Kalora's selling their soul in their dreams, they think. And that's where we left off.
Certainly struggling with that a little bit, but is committed.
Alright, so, as we get this ball rolling, so to speak, before we go any further, I need both of you to make that glorious I slept last night wisdom save.
No. You don't get a chance at being...
You made a promise to that die during...
Yeah, it gets to roll tonight, just not the first roll of the night.
Oh, you're not going to give it a chance to do the same thing twice?
No. Hands off.
20?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Coffee.
That's a total of 20 flat.
Well, that works just fine. And you?
13.
13?
No, they're like, hands off.
So, out of 13, you were plagued with similar dreams, kind of. You were wrapped in a warm blanket, covered in a fluffy resolve, thinking of your being reunited with your family. Completely content in your diabolical decision. Like, you're proud of yourself for this one. You think you got the good end of the deal.
Hey, Thomas, would you pitch me that white dice? Up on top of the dice, Joe.
Oh.
And now, Torin, as you slept, and you do not get any negative effects by this, but I'm glad that you semi-failed. By the way, the standard difficulty for these streams is 15. And I just set it there for anybody who wants to try and run similar things in their own games. It's a nice way to kind of give them a 50-50 chance as to whether or not they're actually going to succeed or fail.
No fail for me.
No fail for... Now, you do end up being pulled into that same netherscape. And you see Ronan being held in the dragon's claws.
Yeah.
Like, quite literally, like you would see someone holding a Fabergé egg, you know, kind of like this.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of holding him there. And there's some kind of a conversation, but you cannot make out the words. And just as things start to feel like they might get interesting and you start getting a grasp for what they're saying as your mind attunes to everything, the white head of the dragon looks at you and all you hear is shh, and you're awake.
Okay then.
Nope.
Yeah. As you wake and look around, there's an acrid smell in the air. Kalora is quite happily cooing in their sleep, up against a back corner inside of the wagon. You're in your bedroll, a little bit of sweat dampening the sheets. Ronan is missing, and you can wait your turn. She knows it's ice cream.
Oh, do we like ice cream?
Yes.
He's missing like we. Oh.
Like, his bedroll is empty.
Mm-hmm.
There is no sign of a struggle or like anybody abducted him. He's just not there. There's a strange, lingering, acrid smell that, Kalora, you would recognize very much to be the same scent that was on your chest when you woke up to that new mark of yours.
Oh, goody.
But there is no Ronan. And on a DC 20, this was the other part of the wisdom save, you would realize that you may not have necessarily been in your bed when you received that mark. You were the last one awake this morning and did not dream. You can't vouch for your own where you are when you're asleep,
Yeah.
or when you think you're asleep. And as long as everything goes back to the way it was when you get there. But you, of all people, Kalora, would realize that maybe you weren't in your inn room when you went to bed.
It's entirely possible. But I've had a really good night's sleep, so I don't care too much.
Gonna share the information? I mean, you're waking up in a wagon, so...
Well, Torn,
Yeah.
I think your dragon friend might have taken our rogue
Hmm.
for a joyride.
Kind of joyride. Well, we need to get where we need to go. I don't think we should wait for him.
I mean, for all his faults, I guess he is coming in a little bit more useful lately.
Yeah.
I could do without the stench of stale alcohol.
I'm stoked the fire. We didn't say campfire.
Nope, you didn't set a campfire last night.
Damn it. Coffee.
Well, then I suppose you like to make a fire.
I'm gonna get out the wagon, stretch, start fire, get some coffee and breakfast going.
It's a relatively nice, soft morning. A little bit of a chill in the air like you'd expect this time of year in a desert. Like the time of year it is for us in a desert.
Okay.
And there's a little bit of moisture hanging in the air. You would notice. In the middle of a desert, there's technically damp firewood.
Like really damp or just like
Mildly, like
still lightable?
oh, it takes you a minute, but yeah, it lights. It sizzles and pops a little bit more than you would expect, and it burns slower than what you would definitely expect anything you found in a desert to burn.
Okay.
Well, that's going. Get the horses and donkeys fed and watered for the morning.
That's right. You all got 2 asses, 2 horses.
Yep. Get them all ready to get hitched up and get them all fed and watered while we wait for the coffee to walk.
About an hour prep time and everything. You managed to get coffee made, breakfast scrounged. Speaking of which, what are you all eating for breakfast?
Cora's just eating some of her jerky. She did spend quite a lot of time very carefully treating a basilisk.
Yeah, it's being preserved.
Yep, got a one leg hanging, treated and prepped to turn into something looking like prosciutto.
Ooh, yummy.
Basilisco? Basilisk prosciutto. It doesn't work like ham, it's a reptile.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, something like prosciutto.
So, if I remember correctly, you all were still just inside the gates.
No.
Oh wait, no, you spent your first day outside.
Yep.
That's right.
We did some hunting.
Okay. So, after a bit of pack up and everything like that, you managed to make your way, and there's a pretty well-worn road in the generalized direction you're supposed to head. I mean, it's really easy. You follow the road that goes towards the beam of light.
Yeah. Just get everything hitched up and get on the road. And it's still cool out, so I'm going to run the horses at a little faster trot. Try to cover a little more ground in the morning before it gets too hot. We got to slow down.
Yeah, and by the highest part of the day, that's dependent, actually. Wow, I keep rolling low on those, so you guys keep getting mild days. Yeah, you will end to experience around about noon. It's maybe about 85 degrees. You've been on the road for about 2 hours. You managed to get camp set up and packed up and everything by around 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Having got up at first light, which is actually pretty dark. You know, when the sky just barely starts getting light blue right at the horizon line, that's about when you woke up.
About 6, 7 o'clock.
More like 4 or 5.
AM?
Yeah, 36-hour cycle.
Oh, yeah, right about that.
Yeah, it also gives you longer days, so you can get a little bit more travel done. Because every 2 days equals 3 in our world. So, now, you all get to decide who gets to be the bringer of ill omen for this first leg. We'll say from like roughly around 10 a.m. when you get packed up until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So who is the bringer of ill omen for this?
Like, who's that, man?
Rollies! Alright, here's your chance. That is an 11.
Ooh, 14.
14, cool. So I need you to roll a flat d20, please.
11. Shit.
So, the first part of the first about hour or so as you pull along, everything's relatively calm, quiet. The road seems very empty, actually. You're not sure if you just got ahead of one caravan or behind another, having been running the horses a little faster. You did pass a few people on the side of the road. And right about what would be lunchtime, as you're starting to feel those grumblings in your stomach from bouncing around on a buckboard for so damn long.
Yeah.
You see up in the distance what looks like another wagon with a couple of people standing around outside of it. You watch as men or a person at this range, you can't really tell, seems to take their hat off, throw it on the ground, kick it across the road, and then go chasing after it as a stray dust devil picks it up and it starts spinning off with the wind across the dunes. As you go, and as your cart pulls foot closer, you can see what looks like a very distraught-looking noblewoman standing next to a rather ornate-looking carriage, whose right rear wheel seems to have snapped in such a manner that two of the spokes broke, as well as the actual outer rim of it, thus causing this bowed U in a piece of wood or in a piece of metal with missing wood. Having been rich, she has the money to have metal lining on all of her carriage wheels. You can see her. She's maybe about 300 yards up the road from where you are. What are you guys going to do?
I'd say we probably make a pace to check it out.
Slow the horses to probably a walk. Being cautious is going fine. Just because anybody can dress up and look fancy.
All right, go ahead and roll perception.
Is 16 plus
What is that?
19.
Uh, 14.
19 and a 14. Alright, so you would notice that the person who was chasing their hat along, as they come back over the dunes, as you do pull up towards her, she is dressed in those slightly tattered and definitely overly dusty actual finery. And there is no other word to describe the person who comes back up over the dunes than a fop. Instead of even greeting themselves, the first thing that you hear as they come back is, "My darling, I found my hats!" She looks up at him. "Well, fat lot of good that did. Is your hat going to fix our wheel before my father catches up?" This is what you hear as you get within about maybe 50 feet of them.
Family
What do you think?
How close are we at this point?
About 50 feet out. And the trip from 300 to 50 feet in, or 50 feet away from them, so that you've got time to talk and actually converse things. I mean, horses don't move quick. Not when they're pulling that much weight. Even with two asses to help push.
Yeah.
Gonna have one of my short swords. I have an alcat leaning on a footrest, that little wall they have in the front of a carriage.
Yeah.
It's gonna tip the thing. You said the straps come across. I'm gonna have one of my short swords just sit.
We'll say that you have it set where it's easily accessed before you even left camp.
Yeah.
We'll call that one good, because if you were going to do that, you would have done it before you ever got told the horses to move their asses.
Yeah, but I think more of lines like I want it to be visible that I have a weapon. Just like, not to be intimidating, but just be like, I'm ready for you to start some shit. as we get closer, I'm just gonna be like, be wary, I guess, basically, and just start slowing the horses down to, because I know they're probably gonna call out to us to see that we can at least not we're annoying them, but at least
Yeah, you're not annoying them. They're stranded and rich.
ignoring them. Yeah, but I mean, like, you know how you drive, like even here, like driving and people see people like, oh, and you just go wide.
Yeah.
I don't slow down. I'm like,
You gotta slow down a little bit. As you get within, we'll say, about 20 feet away, he finally makes himself down off the dunes. Let's see, we'll say... Nobles don't get a bonus to their dex saves, do they?
No.
No. So as he gets to about halfway down the final dune, you watch as he skids. One of his satiny shoes with an obviously satin bottom slipping out from under him on the loose sand of the dunes. He rolls. He tucks. A pile of dust follows him. The hat that he was still so righteously holding in his hand and waving proudly, big stupid grin on his face as he did so. You watch as it becomes a scoop flinging sand behind him as he picks it up. And he gets up and stands at the side of the road just as you're getting about 20 feet away. He puts his hat on and the sand comes down off his face. And he's going, excuse me? Excuse me. A bit of help.
What variety?
Well, you see, this poor product quality and all. This carriage, it's seemed to have thrown its wheel. It's quite broken, as you can see, and, well, my fiancé and I are in quite a rush.
do not have any spare parts.
Dear God, man, do I look like I could carry a wagon wheel?
I'm gonna drop down and slide under the carriage and see if there's a factory form spare wheel.
Where's their driver?
Are you going to ask I'm assuming you're
I'm
asking.
assuming they're rich. They're not going to drive the carriage themselves. So I'm assuming yes. Where's your driver? He would
Yes,
know.
about that. You see, we were trying to travel incognito. Your passive perceptions are
13.
Looks like a level.
passive perception.
Oh shit.
Cool. That'll work just fine. So as you look at these two and you hear this piece of information, it occurs to you both with very little effort. He's wearing satin shoes that are more like full-foot slippers. She's wearing a lady's courtly gown. This is obviously a noble's carriage. From where you are underneath, there is not one for. There is not a. Well, actually, roll a percentile to see if there is a factory spare installed in this one.
I was gonna say if I don't have percentile sitting on top, I'm gonna be mad. Those are the ones I dropped in last while I was sorting my dice. That would be a straight 50.
Coin toss time.
Side. It was on the. You might put the trend.
Nope. I'm going to do it the other way. There is another way to create a D2. 1s and 3s are heads.
Oh, there it is. It's right there.
Oh, well, that works too. Squids or squirrels?
Squids.
Squids it is. Good news. You, after some finagling and a very tightly wing-nutted and riveted into place metal plate is slid back that would be, you would have assumed was armoring for the undercarriage.
Mm-hmm.
You find a compartment that seems like it might hold a wheel when you look and you notice that it's screwed to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Still not quite sure how you're going to lift the carriage, but there's a wheel.
Mm-hmm.
it's a noble's carriage. Normally they'd have they'd have people.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm like seriously like cautious at this point, because one, if you're trying to be incognito, I feel like you would have changed that. Not fancy clothes.
It's an elopement, darling.
It still wouldn't work. If you were trying to be incognito, though, you would be like, even if you're eloping, you're running away.
Nobles wouldn't dare. They're incognito as other nobles.
We're the Montagues, not the St. Clairs.
Exactly. See, he understands.
It's an elopement, darling.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know how to put this other than brashly. I need this carriage as close to on its side as possible without actually being on its side.
Hey,
But our wine will spill.
Well then.
but I made sure we got parts.
Yeah, but
So when I got the parts and shit, would I have gotten a jack? Because I got everything we need to replace the tire. Ours.
The answer to that question is an astounding yes.
Waiting for that. Damn it.
No, I knew you all got the parts. It's just a question of whether or not you think to help somebody else out by using your own materials. And then there's
Well, I
always-
mean, if they have a wheel, we found a wheel, so then we have a jack.
yeah, you also bought spare parts for yours, so you would have actually 2 spare wheels on your
Mhm.
cart.
Give it. They have one, so.
They don't need yours. Theirs is better quality, though it is a little bit more ornate.
It would look really out of
They
place
have
on our
rims.
cart.
We have hubcaps. Okay, I get it. Okay.
No, they have rims. You don't even have hubcaps.
Oh man.
I'll go ahead and get the jack and jack the cart up and be like, look, get the wine that's open out.
I shouldn't lift the jack. Shouldn't
All right, darling, grab the bottles.
There you go. Anything you don't want spilled, because I'm fixing your cart.
So they go in, and you hear a bunch of things moving around inside. She starts handing him little containers of powders and little tubes of color and little bottles of liquids and all kinds of very ornate glassware and things of that nature.
That's smart, man.
She just keeps handing him this stuff. And then she hands him 3 bottles of wine and 2 casks that are open and upright with a side missing off of them. It looks like somebody just kind of hacked through it with a dagger. Some people don't know how to tap a keg.
Would we recognize any of the other small shit these dudes handing out, like with the makeup?
Some of it you would definitely recognize as makeup powder or as makeup. Other things I'd need you to go ahead and roll percent. Or if you want to go look at it and take an investigation, you're welcome to rifle through their shit.
What's this thing I seen?
As soon as they're content to have the carriage tipped, that's what I'm focused on. So while he's rifling through their shit, I'm over here.
So you would notice that it's a bunch of like perfume bottles, and they're not glass bottles. They're carved crystal that's been given a grooved like you would use a screw-on cap. They had one naturally tooled into it. They're such design. You would guess either elven or gnomish, possibly dwarven in nature, just from the style of the craftsmanship and the shaping.
Yep.
The smells coming from the pile and menagerie of what the hell that she handed him. Some 15 different bottles and different pots of creams and ointments and colors, and some of it looks like it glows, other bits of it look like paste, some of it looks strangely pearlescent and viscous. One particular bowl about yay big around, you would almost swear looks like semen.
Hmm? Do I need to do a strength check for the jack?
The jack? Yeah, we'll say go ahead, make a strength check. And I need you to roll a percentile. Yep.
That's a 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
At a 16, you have no problem getting it up. And it lifts the cart to where it's obvious that it would be the front wheel
Yes,
is
it's
up?
at percentile.
Both of them?
Yep, at the
Yeah,
same
you-
time.
Okay, just want to make sure I do this. I can zero straight across the board.
Okay, so 100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there is no way on earth with that particular roll that anything bad will happen. The jack actually performs admirably. You're pretty sure that the people who sold it to you did not realize the craftsmanship that went into putting it in. By the way, you can now say that the jack for that was a masterwork piece of blacksmithing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like, you can note that in the party's gear is that the the wagon jack is a masterwork piece.
I'm gonna grab our
It has
tools.
a 10% chance of breaking from now on instead of 25.
Yep. I'm gonna grab our tools and get to work. The plate doesn't look like it should be too hard to get out of the way.
No. So you manage to unscrew the plate, no problem. You realize that in order to get this wheel out, you're going to have to take the plate completely off.
That seemed difficult. You need help, actually. I mean, would you need
8
help?
screws. It's a 3/4 inch, 7 foot by 5 foot steel plate. Well, it's a metal plate. You're not sure what it's made out of.
It's a strength check. I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and roll your strength check. Don't roll a 1.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't. I rolled an 8.
So, as you pop the last screw,
I struggle a bit. But
oh no. It occurs to you as the weight that was no longer held to the frame of this carriage. That's not steel. It's a good 500-pound metal plate, and while you don't drop it on yourself, you are able to keep it held so it doesn't drop and fuck up anything. But you're kind of now. You ever picked up or caught the weight of something that was too big for you to handle while your homie's watching, and you're sitting there. After you just
now
went,
I
I
need
got
help."
this. You know that I got
Got
this
this.
one.
Like,
That's a little bit more than I expected.
You're hearing this, by the way.
And
Yes.
my push-pull carry limit is 600 pounds, so I am going to be able to set it kind of like
You're able to keep it from dropping, but
Yeah.
you cannot move it.
push-pull carry.
3/4 inch adamantite.
Yeah, I can get it like off to the side,
It's
but
an
not.
800-pound plate now.
I thought you said 5.
5 is what you were estimating because it's a steel. You thought it was steel.
Ah, okay.
It's adamantite.
Okay, so I could. Help!
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab her and grab me a chunk of it and help her.
Okay. I need a strength check, and if you're helping, what is your strength bonus?
Thank you.
A +6. Three.
Strength would
Only
be-
3.
Okay, so add 3 to whatever that was. Chlora. 3 to whatever that is.
Okay, well that's 17 plus 5, which is 22, so 25.
Okay, so at a 25 between the two of you with a good bit of straining, because actually to move a adamantite plate of that size is a DC 25,
Yeah.
end of story. You guys meet, and it takes some struggle, and you get this plate off, and then you realize that you're probably not going to be able to get it back on. Also, that the horses that are drawing this carriage will probably be much happier in life now. There's 4 of them, by the way.
Really wish I had a bag of holding. Stick
Actually,
there.
that thing would completely cover. That thing is too heavy to put in a bag of holding.
Really?
500-pound carry limit on a bag of holding.
Alright, listen, sweethearts.
Go bag it.
You don't need the metal plate anymore. As per the thing it was protecting is out. And set about taking the wheel and fixing the cart.
So as you're replacing the wheel between the two of you, you would notice that the rim to the metal that's on the original wheel
Mm-hmm.
and the metal of the one that you're replacing it with It's not steel, it's not tin, it's not any of the softer metals. No, it's actually an adamantite rimmed wagon wheel, and theirs has a dent in it. You're not really sure how that would have happened.
How much is?
So, I have to ask, the bloody hell did you hit?
It?
What dented your adamantite wheel?
Oh. Yes. Well, as we were leaving the council corridors of Kastara, well, some brigands went and decided to attack our wheels and break our carriage. I suppose they thought that we'd have money. And, well, we got as far as we could before it just wouldn't hold anymore, I suppose, and it bowed and bent.
This is Calora's face. You know what? I'm not gonna ask questions. Nobles are usually too stupid for their own good. Your wheels. Lower the jack. Just leave the adamantine plate where we put it. You don't need that anymore, and your horses will be happier for it. Plus,
The adamantine.
if you ride carefully, you'll be able to get long ahead of her daddy.
How hard would it be to salvage the adamantine off the busted wheel? Off the busted wheel.
Off the busted wheel?
Yeah.
You got a fire burning still? No, you don't. You didn't put that out there, so there'd be a fire back the road about 3 hours.
No, but if I had to take the wheel and burn the wood out of it.
The adamantite won't even be affected.
I'm gonna. Is the top of our carriage full? Like where the luggage rack is?
You all still have space in the carriage itself. Technically, you could put that wheel weighs approximately 120 pounds. You could strap it to one of your asses.
It's broken, so.
Yeah, it's a broken wagon wheel, all right.
But adamantite's heavy.
Well, I'm like, if we knock some of the wood out, we can knock some of the weight down.
But both of our mules have weight to spare.
Yeah, you all can easily find someplace to stow this, no problem.
Okay, yeah, 'cause I might keep it. I'm gonna watch them put all those random ass bottles and whatnot back into the trailer, and I'm gonna get ready to head back out. If you're ready, when you're ready.
Now, about how far back do you think your dad is?
As you say that, you watch as she looks up and goes, "Oh, I'm sure that he's going to have to take some time to amass a whole bunch of," and the very ornate, you'd almost swear it was carved out of a solid piece of crystalline ruby, so beautiful clarity, bottle that drops from her hand.
He's right behind me and me.
Not right behind you.
Your wagon's ready. Get your beat. Your wine or your life?
She grabs the bottle. She grabs a bottle of wine in each hand and goes diving into the open carriage door. And the next thing you hear in a very unladylike voice is, "Get your ass in the seat and let's go!" "I am not marrying that pompous asshole. You're bad enough." He stutters, grabs one of the open casks, sits it up on the buckboards next to him. You know every way that this is a bad idea, the both of you. It's an open cask of wine next to him on something that's about to do this.
Yeah. I'm not substitute to do like.
They'll be incognito though.
Yeah, but I'm like, that's some shit, so I might just. I'm gonna. I'm not substitute to do like. They'll be incognito though. Yeah, but I'm like, that's some shit, so I might just.
You hear trumpets in the
What
back,
the shit?
there down the road, and you can now see a large cloud of dust.
I start hollering after them. Wait! Your shit! Sell it, asshole!
You hear, yeah!
Oh,
And the
yeah,
next thing you hear
no.
is 4 war horses. Yeah. Neigh and start pulling, and that carriage must weigh a lot. It's very armored, and it starts moving.
Armored-ish now.
Well, the one place that it's not armored is not easy to get to when it's moving.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that part. I'm just like, yeah, the horses. Yeah. Poor guys. Yeah, let them.
Your base plate! Your wine!
You're forgetting things. Oh no.
Doing our best to look just genuinely like.
As you're sitting there trying to play
You're
stupid,
gonna pay us.
Well,
you actually say that?
Well, I'm supposed to be pretending.
I moved an 800-pound adamantine plate to. And you didn't pay me? I'm
Oh,
keeping your
no.
shit!
Go.
As you both start picking your things up, and the lead 2 scouts to this hunting party, as it were, hear this. One of them pulls back on his reins, loops back around. You 2 there. Did you see a rather elaborate set of nobles go this way?
Yes, we did.
Well, looks like they've dropped some weight. Were they moving quickly?
What? They asked for help changing a wheel, and as soon as the thing was back on the ground, they just.
Took off on us.
I almost dropped that big ass plate on myself. I guess I'm keeping their shit.
They didn't pay us.
Well, why should they? They're the nobility. It's your job as the common folk to pay or to do
What
favors
makes you
for
think I'm
them.
common folk?
I've never seen you at court.
I'm not,
Of
because
course
I'm not
not.
from your town does not mean I'm not nobility from my town.
You watch as he actually walks up, goes and sniffs you both. Goes, yes, and my horse still smells better. You are clearly not of noble stock.
Yeah, clearly
I'm gonna
not.
bitch slap him.
Clearly not.
Roll to hit.
He fucking smelled me. He's fucking getting whacked.
Kalora's gonna take a step back.
Oh shit.
I'm keeping their shit. Fuck them. They went that way.
It's just a regular stack, right?
It's strength, and you're not proficient with unarmed strikes, so.
I'm not proficient in a pimp slap?
Nope.
Fucking 12.
Monks are proficient in the pimp slap.
Damn it. I'm not a monk.
12 does hit, though.
How dare you smell me? If I had a glove, I'd be smacking him with a glove. Do I have a glove on? I'm gonna take a glove off and I'm gonna slap him. How dare
Well,
you.
technically, if you were wearing your armor, yes, you would have a gauntlet.
But
What kind of armor do you wear?
Leather.
That wouldn't be that bad to smack
It'd be,
somebody with.
no, it'd be like a hot, it'd be, I would have like leather gloves. I've been like, wearing it with, yeah.
So,
like,
leather
how dare
gauntlet. You watch as he takes off his leather gauntlet. BAM!
How
Don't
dare
smell
you.
me!
How dare you, sir? Act as noble as I can, just because I'm being spiteful at this point. Can you smell me?
Kalora, what are you doing as you watch this happen?
Loading a bounty into my fucking cart. And fondling Tiamat's little toy.
Oh shit.
Oh, your marker? Well, it's not little.
No, my
it's-
pendant.
Oh, the pendant is like,
That I did put one of my needles in, like the tips of my needles, into the center of it. So that I can just.
Oh, now it's an easy oh shit button. Gotcha.
Uh-huh. Like, fine. If I'm a dive in, I'm a dive in. Especially with the dreams I had last night.
And
Oh,
Yep.
We can keep going.
yep.
So yeah, I'm putting my bounty in the car.
All right. That would be the mighty food hunters coming to deliver.
I forgot about the money.
Yes, you must always pay the hunters, otherwise they do not give you your bounty.
Right?
All right.
So what did he do to his? And I'm doing like this, and I'm like all being all postured.
So-
like, how dare you?
As you
I've been traveling through the desert for days, so like, how dare you?
right, so as you smack him with your gauntlet, the rest of this hunting party starts catching up in time to see you smack him with the gauntlet. The next thing that you know, there are 8 much better armed looking men surrounding you on horseback, each of them with their swords drawn, looking at you and say, "Is there a problem?"
He insulted me. Said I wasn't noble. I've been traveling for days with no city in sight, and I have not bathed. He had no right to do that.
Who's your family?
Not a list of my family, you know, like from the Northamptons, motherfucker. Like some
The North-
No. One sec. I'm gonna check myself first. Alright, on a natural 20, I'm a hollerback, Regina of Silverine.
All of a sudden, you see shackles.
Shackles.
Yes.
Oh,
They
yeah.
pull out shackles. They start dismounting. Third son of a noble house and a second daughter mean nothing compared to the bounty on your line.
Well, fuck. I'm gonna pop the oh shit button. God damn it. It's the only noble house I'm familiar with. Come on.
Yes, and that was a dumb move. You would now. I need a history check from both of you. Kalora, to see if you realize how much you put your foot in your own mouth.
16. Yeah, I'm like, no. Homie, not sons or daughters. Clearly. Do you see an elf here?
Looks at you and says, "Our orders," as he pops his sword and the rest of the king's guard do the same, is our orders are every last man, woman, and child of their line.
Not of the line.
You dropped the name, your family you count, and they draw. Roll initiative.
Alright.
Oh shit.
That was probably a bad move.
8. Alright, Tiamat. If you've ever wanted me badly enough, I'm gonna need help here.
15 on mine.
15 on your end?
Yep, I'm popping my oh shit button and pray.
Alright, go ahead and hold on to those numbers. We're going to take a bio break to grab ourselves some foodie stuffs and such. I know it's a bit earlier than we normally do, but food got here and we need to eat, and I need to set up a battle map. So,
Well, shit.
we'll be back in a few minutes.
It makes sense for Kalora to drop the only noble name she knows.
At Emerald Broadband, we bring you the most reliable internet on the planet, fiber. The question is, why is fiber?
It's time to save big during the Yamaha Let's Ride sales event with as low as 5.99 APR for 36 months.
And we are back with food.
Yes.
Thank you to Anaya for a belated hero's feast because food,
Yeah. It's D&D night.
right? All right. So as you can see, we have our makeshift little, we'll call these guys over here more rock outcroppings and things of that nature that can be used for cover as the road would snake off that way and start going into a box canyon. So
What'd they get for initiative, by the way?
Oh, we haven't rolled that yet. So wow. Did they really?
13.
With your bonus?
Uh-huh. My initiative bonus is just a +2.
Oh, mine's +6.
I'm strength based, not dex.
No, I got 18.
18? So if we'll go
Oh.
Torin, Kalora,
Bad guys.
Okay.
Yep. Both groups actually, one of the groups rolled a 3 and the other rolled a 5. I literally rolled a 2 and a 3. This bodes well for you all, unless I'm getting it out of my system early. Alright, so with that being the case, this being the the desert road that you're stuck on, what you gonna do? You have the initiative.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna grab that guy and the one right there, chuck him at him.
Okay, so that's it. You're gonna chuck the scout?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw this guy in.
He's wearing leather armor, lightweight, elven. Stands about 6'1", so that means he weighs about 165 pounds. It is throwable because you're in the same size category.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Are you number 1?
You're number 1? Okay. So, you reach out and you grab hold of this person at the very beginning of this fight, and you go to, and it looks like you're trying to give them a wedgie with how you get a hold of it, and it just doesn't. The pants tear, like.
Does he
belt-
get the wedgie?
No, the belt loops tear in your hands.
Damn it. So he's pantsless now. His pants are his ankles.
Nope, just the belt lugs.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And that would be your action, so it's your turn.
Alright. I have to spend my movement getting out of the cart. You hear the axe unsheathing as I'm... God fucking damn it, you whores!
Alright. Well, you still get a full 30 feet, and
Yeah.
that's only 15 of it.
Boop! And popping a rage is a bonus action, yeah?
Yes. You still only have 1 attack, though, I believe. No, I think you get 2 now.
Yeah, I get my 2 attacks, and then I can action surge for a third if I wanted.
Yeah. Alright. So go ahead and roll 2 hit.
Alright, so Great Axe is coming, just... God damn it. And that would be a 26.
Definitely hits.
And 7 plus 5 is 12.
So as you bring down your sword, we'll call him number 2. He manages to push away with the hilt of his long sword, and it grazes down the armor. You hit him. It obviously hurt. It cuts, but nowhere near as deep as you had been hoping.
Mm-hmm. Well, being Kalora... Oh, wait, no. No. I popped the oh shit button. That would be 14.
14?
Yeah.
Still same reaction.
Yeah. I just gotta keep track of it in my brain for note-taker purposes.
Okay.
And I'm... Boosh! I'm aiming for the same spot.
You're gonna roll again to hit for the same spot?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
That's a crit.
That's a natural 20, yep. So roll for damage. Double the dice.
That's 16.
No, just the die. What's the double on it?
That's 16.
8 times 8, so 16 plus
It would be plus 5, or plus 10? For
plus 5.
Plus 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so 21 points.
21. Do you get any bonuses for your rage from it?
Oh, you're right. Sorry. 16 plus 2 from plus 7, 16 plus 7. So that'd be
23.
23 plus 2 from my rage is 25 points of damage.
25 on the second?
Yep.
Oh, cool. He gets a +2 on that.
Rah!
It's 10 high or 10 low for the Constitution save, right? Well, he takes that hit and he's still standing and looking you dead in the face. He's looking pretty rough after those 2 whomps, but he's still standing somehow.
Yep, but I critted hitting the spot I'd hit before.
Yep. He drops his shield as a result. I'll give you that. I'm actively using it anyway. And now,
That's
it's
not even one
the
of them.
scout that you tried to wedgie man's turn. He actually rolled higher on his. He was the one who rolled higher.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, especially since they don't have. And considering where you are,
Buckle up, Torn.
he comes out, draws up a short sword, making a slashing blow with it, with his draw in and of itself. Yeah. $23?
Oh, yeah,
Alright, so 4 damage as his short sword hits you with the first one. And as he's coming back out around with his arm wide, he comes back down for a double slash on you. 17 to hit?
Yeah.
Alright, so the second one hits you for another 5, so a grand whopping total of 9 damage.
Whee!
From him, and now comes the fun part.
To be fair, like 3 of those
This is
assholes
where
can't-
Kalora gets bitch slapped 8 times in the process of waiting to slap again.
No, because some of those guys have to move around the fucking carriage.
Some of them have to move around the carriage. Some of them are closer to you than they are to Kalora. So it's not. Look, I could play bully the player right now as a DM, but that's not how this is going to go. Tactically speaking, you are both a threat.
Oh yeah. The homie's feeling it.
Oh yeah.
You hear?
Forget where's that one. Alright. So, we're going to start with number 1, who is going to move here.
And let's see how this goes.
He comes out with a long sword, and he's going to, as he draws it, he's going to forego his shield.
Okay.
He's grabbing his long sword two-handed. Doesn't give him advantage, but it does give him more damage.
Mhm.
He's looking at you in armor, looking like, ah. First swing is a 10 to hit.
No.
Second swing is a 13 to hit.
No.
So the first one he uses that high falconer stance and comes down, and you just kind of, and he whips it back up. I mean, his form is good. It's literally. The second one, though, he loses his footing a little bit, and the sword swings past your shoulder, and you feel it just graze off of the armor. It leaves a little bit of a spark flying into the dust as it does, and you're like. And then the one that you hit looks at you. Also still holding a longsword, but incapable of using the other arm with what you did. 22 to hit.
That hits.
28 plus. Got it. 4 to hit, so he strikes out with you not being used to not having the balance of 2 arms functioning properly.
What kind of damage?
Slashing. So halved. So 4 halved down to 2 on the first one. And he just kind of growls, watching it barely cut your flesh. And loses his composure, because I guarantee you that him rolling a 6, including his bonus, is missed. And that's his turn. This one loops around to here. And he is going to roll to hit on you, watching as everything seems to be just... You're glancing, dodging, pushing things off with your armor like it's nothing, barely taking any damage when it does hit you. His first strike, two-handed, same stance as the other gentleman. Misses wide. Another whopping 6er. And the second one makes him number 1. You guys can look, it's the black die right there. That's a 1. It's right there. I don't fudge my ones for you guys either. So as he comes down with that second one,
Can he actually stick someone else?
oh no, it's far worse than that.
Oh, shit.
He sticks himself.
No, he sticks the ground. He's using a falconer's stance and a longsword. He came down, stepped in, stumbled, and he is now considered off balance until the beginning of his next turn.
Can I bonus action shove? Or reaction shove?
No.
No? Damn.
You get no reaction to this. You're too busy trying not to laugh. Mainly because the player
these
would
guys
stop
are gonna
laughing.
be pie!
Alright, so obviously this particular mini is leaning 9. The character...
Uh-huh. I mean, he's technically leaving now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy can just barely get to you.
Oh.
And I'm going to keep using the black die because it seems to be making this fair. 8.
No.
The first swing. And a miss! Like, you managed to get the haft of your axe right into the pommel of his sword as he brings it down, and you basically stop check his sword mid-foot swing.
Ding!
He's using one hand and favoring his shield, though. This one seems to be fighting different, watching his other homies screw up royally, and the one-handed guy seeming to at least hit you.
Ding!
20 to hit.
That hits.
It's the second one, and his second, apparently you do better against people who are fighting two-handed. They're easier to hit. They telegraph more. Because that second one comes in to 6, half down to 3. You take another 3 damage. That one kind of bit. His second one comes straight across, and you feel it hit that mark in your chest. And you actually, you almost would swear that that extra point of damage is from the insult that Tiamat felt at her mark being cut. It's all slashing damage, but it went through your mark.
That's gonna fuel the rage a little bit.
Yep, and it'll definitely keep you going. Now, this brings us, we're going to say, you're number 5. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cannot get to you yet. Because you were farther away from the carriage than where Kalora was, you are actually harder to reach. It's just like you said, they'd either have to climb over the carriage or go around it or jump over it.
Alright, Kalora, play to your best.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy is just in striking range of you. So he's going to take his swing because when opportunity knocks...
Okay.
You roll a 1.
14?
No.
No, that misses.
So the first one, you hear somebody coming up behind you on the road, and that first blow comes by, and you just kind of rotate and feel the wind go by, just grazing your hair, and if you have it, you would feel it's shaved slightly off of your beard in the rotation.
My beard plum.
Basically, yeah. And the second swing is a grand whopping 6 again.
No, misses.
So the second one comes across, he goes downward, having opted for the way that seems to be actually hitting you all, because, you know, monkey see, monkey do. With that one-handed, he goes to try, and you just kind of laugh and just take your bow and push up on the bottom of his elbow right as he's going to swing at you. You literally take your bow and go, beep.
Okay.
And his arm goes out of the way. That brings us around to this one, who must go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To make it to here because he wants to stay out of the way for at least one of his friends. He'll swing as well. 19 plus 3 is 22.
Shit, that is.
Yep. So, and again, using that two-handed, or using the one-handed maneuver, 1d8 plus 3 is 4 damage.
Okay.
They really don't do a lot. There's just a lot of them. His second attack comes in for a grand whopping 9.
No, this is.
So the first one comes in, bites you, hits solidly across your arm. I mean, you feel it cut muscle, and that shit fucking hurt. And as you're going, he goes back for his second swing, you see it coming, and just kind of step back, having recoiled from the pain, and it finds no purchase. And this idiot is going to go 1, 2, 3, half his movement, and he is there. And he gonna take his swings. Number 1 is a 4, not a 1.
He misses.
It still misses, yeah, because it's a whopping 7 even with his bonuses. So he swings at you, swoop, nothing. Next one is a 17 to hit.
That barely hits, yeah.
Alright, so that would be another
You're
1d8.
decently hard to hit.
7
like
plus
16. So
Next one takes 10.
Yeah, I could take 10.
You take 10 slashing damage. As the next one, he just doesn't even fuck around, just jams it straight into your thigh.
Shit, okay.
Ouch.
Ow. Motherfucker, I'm literally gonna cuss. Fuck you.
Okay, you're welcome to. I don't blame you. You just had a sword shoved into your thigh. I'd be cussing
Is
too.
it still in my thigh?
Well, considering that each round is 6 seconds, this all happened in the course of 6
I know,
seconds.
but like
so
he's like sort of kind of like grabbing my head, but
on your next turn, you can do something.
it is my turn. That's the last guy.
Well, then yes. So, you're gonna go for the one that just stabbed you good?
No, I'm gonna turn and face that whole cluster of those fuckers.
Yeah, that will be. This guy's the one that stabbed you good.
So I'm gonna turn and basically like have them in this line of sight. I'm gonna yell "fuck you," and inhale, and I'm gonna fucking let go with my fucking lightning breath.
Breath weapon!
Well, let's see, because that's a 15-foot cone, it goes out 1, 2, 3, and across 1, 2. All 3 of them. What's the dex save on that? I need the rules on your breath weapon. That's not my job.
That's a
Player handbook.
PHB. Yep.
Yep, it is solely player responsibility for what their characters can and cannot do.
Well, here's one for you. I have one right here.
Yeah, well, that's still not. I don't
Oh,
know.
I need a dragon. I'm in the ranger.
You're going to be in the Dragonborn for that.
Which I have bookmarked.
Well, that makes you get it to. It's also the first race, I believe. No, it's not.
It's 5 by 30 feet. Like say.
Oh, it's a 5 foot by 30 foot line of lightning.
Yeah. So that's why I'm trying to aim away from.
That's going to put it in a line this way. You'll miss this guy, but these 3 will have to save. What's the saving throw on it?
It just says deck save.
Okay, so yeah, versus. I'm trying to figure out what your difficulty is for it. That's the catch. I believe it goes off your spell save difficulty if you have one.
Yeah.
Let me see your PHB real quick. For the Dragonborns. I believe that rule would be there. I'm just really good at reading.
Breath weapon. 8 plus Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Yep.
So 8 plus proficiency is 11 plus what you said Constitution.
Yep.
15.
Okay, so it's a
DC
DC 15 for all 3 of them to make a con save.
Yep.
Okay, so these all 3 of them get a +2. Number 1, nat 20.
Yep.
So he gets it. That would be the one closest to you. Number 2, nat 1's it. Biffed it.
Wow.
Tries to back up. He jumped backward away from it.
He
Zapped
jumped
his-
in front of the other guy. And saves his life.
Okay, this guy kind of went to the side. This guy's going to go to the side. This guy right here that just got hit tried to jump backwards out of the way. He went,
Ouch.
and number 3, well, no. 12, but that's not 15, and that means it hits. So go ahead and roll damage.
12 plus what?
No pluses.
Oh yeah, so it's 12.
12. So it's like a flat 2d6.
3d6.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're past 6th level, so 12 lightning damage, and half to the person who saved.
Anybody that saved gets half, yeah.
So number 5 gets. No, 6 gets 6. I'm having to keep track of each of them, and they're just numbered. 4 and 5 each got. How much was the max on that? 12. Cool. And that covers that part. And brings us to Zekalora. You just heard a lightning blast on the other side of the horse.
Get him, Torin! Me.
You can hear the crackling between their armors too.
Yep. 82. That way I can hand it to you after my turn. Or after my round of taking smacks.
If you get smacked at all.
Yeah, like your armor class is why I don't feel dirty doing this. Your ability to deal damage is why I don't feel dirty doing this. You actually are a damage dealer.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna take the same 2 swings at this guy, and I am still aiming to just I'm gonna try to Kemp deck him. Goosh.
So you're just got same spot. So go ahead and roll to hit.
I'm raged. I'm not thinking.
You do get advantage on these. They are strength checks.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a 15, and that depends. I'm gonna take the 15, and that becomes a 25.
Yeah.
25 to hit becomes.
The other reason why I don't feel bad outnumbering you all 10 to 1. Or 10 to 2.
That's a solid 11.
He is looking rough as that last one as that one bites in.
Mm.
Go ahead and roll for your second.
18 plus.
That hits.
Oh, but.
It's not crit, okay?
And that is 6 plus 5 plus 2 is 13.
So as that one comes down, it goes from one side of him to the other. There would be no death saving throw considering that it's a solid hit for 5 over. He is out of the way as he drops.
I am technically in eyesight of you.
Nope, there's a horse in the way.
Are these guys still on horses that I'm fucking with? Or did
No, they've dismounted.
Okay.
They dismounted and came after you. Their horses started, because they're riding horses, fleeing.
Yep.
Well, I mean, isn't dismounting an action?
Not if they jump.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fine.
These are better.
They do get a little bit of bonus hoof.
Yep.
Alright. And that was your whole of everything?
Oh, well, I don't feel
And
the
then
need
that
to
would
action
bring
surge
us
right
around to number 1.
I don't feel the need to action surge right now.
Cool. So that brings us around to the scout that's still standing right next to you.
Yep.
They just watched you turn your back to those guys, and they're still going to take their 2 swings. They don't have tactics of the pack, so they cannot get advantage. Lucky you. First one is a grand whopping 18 to hit.
That means. No.
It's the
I'm-
scout.
It's me.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry, it's a 17.
That hits.
So 1d6 plus 2. Takes 4 damage as his short sword bites into your back with the first one. The second one, he rolls a grand whopping 14.
Misses.
Yeah.
Oh.
The second one, as he steps it, you just kind of step forward a little bit and he misses with his backswing. starting to realize that these Hook nobles, whoever the hell this kid's parents were, they really must have hired from the bottom of the fracking barrel.
Right? They bought the cheap shit.
They were trying to save a buck, either that or they were listening to braggarts.
We got a drunk veteran to train him. He's like, you just like to swing like this.
He is a veteran.
Uh-huh.
But he was trained by a drunk one.
But man, that felt good. I just cleaved the guy in half.
Now let's see how many of them hit you.
Yep.
So
So far I can soak it.
Keep looking. Which is terrible. So yeah, that's a 22 to hit.
That hits
So
by 3.
the guy that was going with that high stance keeps his high stance.
Okay.
So I need a D10.
There's one right there.
Bingo.
Oh, 10 points. Half.
Plus 3 is 13. Halved and rounding up is 7.
Alright.
I round up on y'all's damage too. I'm a jerk like that. 75.
Yep.
And he gets another hit.
Yep.
We're gonna stick with the black die. It's supposed to be rolling evenly. That definitely misses a whopping 13. Thing number 2. It's gonna take his swings. 22 on the first one. Only using one hand still though. 4 plus 3 is 7. Slashing halved to 4.
Okay.
Second hit or second swing is 24 to hit. Another 4 damage. That's his. And that brings us around to the third one near you, Kalora. 8 or 10, excuse me. No. And 12. He's kind of peeing himself because he got sprayed with his homie when you cut him in half, and he's trying here, but it's just not getting him anymore.
They're mad, he's scared.
Yes.
Makes sense.
And that will bring us around to
I
the 3
felt
that
that
are
right.
electrocuted.
I
The
felt
one
that
that goes
right.
first is actually this guy. Now, this interesting thing happened. He doesn't want to get near the horse because he's not sure what kind it is, and he's just really not, he doesn't know about heraldry very well. So he's going to come around this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Too many people in the way. 5, 6. He barely makes it.
Okay.
Oh, your turn. It's your turn with the pencil.
His first swing is a grand whopping 15.
Misses.
Second swing is a grand whopping 7.
That misses.
So, Kachunk, the guy who was in the back of the line, you're starting to think maybe he was in the back of the line because he was less likely to get into a fight because he's useless. The first one that you hit with the lightning, the one that dodged out of the way, he comes back in to try and swing at you, and I guarantee it missed. 13. Oh no, not on the map, darling. That's why. That's my fault, though. The second one off of this guy is even lower, so we're not even going to bother with saying the number, 12. But it comes across, misses you there. So this one missed. This guy comes around for 2, 16 plus 19.
That hit.
He was a D8 though. 7 plus 3 is another 10.
Ouch.
Also keep in mind that it is a bonus action to use a potion.
Yep.
And you do have them.
Yeah, you should
I
have.
know.
You should have
I know.
a large number of them on your person.
I know.
Yeah. That's why I don't feel bad doing this too.
Yep.
Second one hit rolls for 20. Dirty 20, not natural 20.
It's good.
Yeah, but it's not critical. Oh wait, wrong die. That's a 6 on me. That worked out better. You took less damage that way. 4.
Alright.
No, you may not roll dice.
You may sit and join us. You are DM's cat.
Okay.
Make it some good luck for the players.
Number 3, or the last one. Well, yeah, there's 5 of them swinging there. 13 to hit.
Misses.
No.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
That hits.
6 damage from that one. That's 4 out of the 5.
Okay.
And last dude, he's peeing himself so far. That's a grand whopping 12 to hit, misses. And oh yeah, he's kind of terrified too because he's the one that didn't get hit with the lightning.
Yep.
He missed again?
Oh yeah. So, your turn.
What did I do with all the beginning potions we got? Where? Shit, did I write them down?
Those are 1d6.
Is that the strongest one we got?
1d6 plus your Constitution modifier. The strongest ones you have are 3d6, and they're the graders.
Yep.
Do I have any of those?
You should have 2 of them in your
Oh, I do have to.
go pouch.
Mm-hmm. They're 3d6 plus your Constitution modifier.
I'm gonna grab one of those.
Nice.
All right.
I'm not going to use the 2 I have until after I waste my second wind.
I need to. I'm at 6.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna chug one.
Pop a healing potion.
Yeah, but I'm also gonna put some space between these assholes.
There's the catch. If you disengage so that you don't get an attack of opportunity getting out of the way.
I'm not trying to disengage. I'm just like I'm surrounded, so like backing up where I have more of a line of sight.
You would have to use a disengage, otherwise they get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, shit. Then I'm just gonna.
You have weapons.
I know I have weapons.
If you can handle yourself until I handle these 3,
How often can you use a breath weapon?
you get it back on a d6 every turn. So it's a
Roll a d6 for me.
it's a 5 or a 6, right?
You got a 4.
That's a no. Either way.
Can't use it until you complete a short or a long rest.
Okay.
Oh, so it's only once.
Once for short or long, yeah.
So, fuck you. Should do better.
What's your Constitution modifier?
It's like 3.
Yes.
So you got 12 points back.
Should have been on 6.
Yeah.
How you know you're doing your job right as a DM? The players cuss at their dice.
Alright. And that was a bonus action, so I can still attack, right?
Correct.
Yep, and you can pop another one next turn.
If I fucking survive the next turn. The way these guys assholes are swinging, though, very real possibility.
Disengage and lead them my way.
It's viable.
We will be better.
Am I
fighting
still like
together.
where I can try to grab that bucket, grab one and throw him? I really want to throw it. This scout.
Just pick him up and swing him at this point.
That's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab that scout again.
Alright, roll the hit.
Aim for his neck.
Ooh.
You also get 2 attacks per round, I know, because of your level. What you
Ooh,
got?
Yeah.
Natural 20?
No. It's what plus what? It's I'm picking him up, so it's a strength check, right?
Correct.
24.
You definitely succeed.
I'm gonna swing him at those 3 assholes.
Alright, so you're just gonna basically chuck him for that generalized vicinity sideways.
No, I'm like literally gonna grab him.
Where are you grabbing him by? I gotta know.
Man, I really want to see him grab by the dick and swing him. I literally think like this. I'm gonna grab him by the dick, and I'm just gonna go in and.
So you're gonna... you're basically gonna tiger claw him and...
By the dick, and I'm gonna like use him as a club and these 3 fucking assholes on that one, yeah.
Okay. So,
Some love porch trauma shit, that's what that is.
go ahead and roll the hit.
I did, 24.
Technically be a riposte.
No, something I need you to roll the hit again. So I'm mathing.
19.
There aren't actually rules for this, but that definitely hits. All 3 of them will say at that point. I'm looking at the fact that these are 3 guys who are basically well within a 5-foot range, and if you play bowling with them, He'd be across all three. So, I will say,
You earned your pizza.
on a successful strength check, there actually are not rules anywhere in the books for this.
Does that count as a very riposte, wouldn't it? At best.
Okay.
Closest similarity?
A modified riposte.
I need you to roll 2d10, please, and add your strength modifier to the result.
10, 10, 10. Those are the... These ones, right?
This is a fluke.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like as close as
Plus
I can
what?
get it.
2d10 plus your strength modifier.
15. No, 9. Yeah, 15.
15?
Yeah.
Alright, so
Do I beat something to death?
the guy that you picked up and swung, he turns 17 shades of pale as you grab him. You feel your claws make purchase behind the codpiece and go through the chainmail in a shoddy place where there was a chink in the armor. You know, that spot that they normally left so that you could relieve yourself without covering your armor in shit?
Yeah.
Well, one of your claws just happened to get that
Oh,
and
God.
dig in. So it's like you grab him up and you hear this horrendous scream, some of it coming out of your dragonborn compatriot, other parts of it coming out of the person he slapped. You recognize the voice as the one he slapped, and you can turn to look real quick because this is a bad scream, Kalora.
I'm facing that way.
You're facing that way, it'd be if your peripherals.
You'd be glancing over like, what the fuck?
You look over in time just to see him pick this guy up
By his nether region.
by his nether region and fling him. These three get a strength save. No. Yes.
No.
No. So, these two get knocked flat. This one steps back 5 feet. These two are staggered backwards 10 feet as a process.
That's a way to make room.
This guy is now hanging lifeless on the end of your hand. Like a puppet.
Oh my god!
His last lifeblood and final release draining down your draconic claws. And you hear a demonic laugh in the back of your mind. No, not like that. Much more evil.
Can I
Try again.
Can I like scream while holding him by his dick and see if I get an intimidation? Like these guys are running the fuck away.
You can certainly try. Go for it. I'll allow for that as long as you're comfortable with not getting to you quite quickly, and we'll call the intimidation a free action. Well, it would technically be your turn, so I had
I'm good. I'm good. I'm patient.
Yeah, 15.
What's the difficulty on their wisdom save then? Oh, they get no bonuses. No on number 1. Hell no on number 2. Number 3, the dummy back here. Oh yeah, he'd see that too. And number 4, no. So, these 3 run.
Talk about leveling the playing field.
Right?
I'm like, whatever I can do to make some of these guys disappear and I can live, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, and that was actually very effective. Fact of the matter is that I don't care who you are, middle of the heat of battle, somebody picks a dude up by the crotch, knocks him into 3 guys and kills him in the process, and then holds him like this and goes, ah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run.
Yep, nope, I'm out.
Done.
Yes.
I choose life.
You see all of this out of the corner of your eyes as it comes to your turn and the 3 that are still surrounding you. And
How many of those saw that?
none of them, the horse is in the way.
Oh, damn
It was this guy that bit me.
No.
Now, that's the guy that couldn't hit you to save his life. He keeps peeing himself.
Oh, okay. Then that's the one who bit me twice in a row.
Yes, that's
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Fucking is
That great axe is coming his way. On a crit.
$11,
20.
22 plus.
22 plus 7 plus 2. So 22 plus 9 is 31 points of damage.
Well, he makes a saving throw. There's the good point. That's your first hit. That was 39.
That's 217. 31.
31, thank you.
And I'm assuming that
Yes.
that it hits. And that's 29.
That one was a crit too.
Or no, sorry, thank you. 10 plus 7 plus 2.
10 plus 9 is 19.
19, not 29.
Well, he's still standing. The first one comes down hard in the shoulder like you had done before. He doesn't leave himself open this time, and the second one opens up his belly with an axe. So you can figure how mess that's looking like.
No, stuff's falling out.
He's looking really rough. Kind of looks like he's bleeding.
And for my movement, I'm going to just kind of roar in Home Guy's face.
Battle cry. Bah.
Yeah.
The guy you just hit's face?
No, the guy next to him.
The one that keeps peeing himself?
I'm coming for you next, bitch.
Okay,
That
roll
kind of-
intimidation.
That kind of roar.
You are a barbarian in a rage. You do get an advantage on this.
Oh, okay.
Barbarians get advantage on
Anything?
intimidations. The answer is yes.
15 was
22.
Yeah, there's no way in hell unless I... Well, let's see if I nat 20. No. Unless I... Because that's the rule.
Yeah.
Natural ones, I don't care how good your bonuses are, always fail. Natural 20s always win.
Yep.
He didn't win.
No, he didn't win. So,
Bye.
something smells. Now, here's what's interesting. Because they are... Actually, the only one who's left alive is him because he's dead.
I'm still holding him. Hold on.
Oh wait, that's right.
I'm
That's
still
right.
holding him.
That's right. That's why he hadn't left the playing field. Thank you.
He's mounted.
I've got his balls. Yes, I've got his balls, and they're bloody little balls.
And I'm gonna use him still.
This is where I start taking bitch slaps.
All right.
Pencil.
Well, actually,
I don't think.
this is where I need you. Well, yeah, the one that you hit is going to get to swing first because of the order of operations here. So, 16, 21.
That hits.
That was a high guard man that you hate. 9 plus 3 is 12.
12. 6.
Yep. That hurt. You felt that one. Like, you actually felt it.
Oof. Hey, look who found his sword!
As you say this, he just kind of pales a little bit, and the blunt side of the sword pings off of your armor. Roll a 2 on the next roll.
I wasn't scared. He just.
You know what? And flat-sided, the sword. It's like, I dub thee with the second one. You're like,
Pretty fucking much.
What am I, a knight now?
Your Highness?
alright. This one still has not taken anything, and it's gonna swing. 21?
If it's.
For their D8 thing, so 6 halved is 3. Natural 20.
So roll it like a normal roll?
Yeah. 12 plus 3 is 15. Halved is 8.
Okay.
And that's his. Now, as for the third one,
I'm
that the
actually starting to look a little
intimidation,
beat up.
the one that the intimidation worked on as you watched, the intimidation seems to have pissed off the other guy, the one that you didn't scare.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, I need you to go.
Wait.
He's going to back away and try and escape. Now, because of where he is and where
he's gonna
you're
be attacked.
facing, You get an attack of opportunity if you want to swing at him.
Is that advantaged?
It's a strength check, so
Okay.
yes.
That would be. Ooh, I actually struggled a little.
You have 2. What's the other one say?
2.
2 or 9. My 9 plus 10, 19 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. 9 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2. 9 plus 9 is 18.
The second one hits, and as he's turning tail to run, you catch the back of his thighs and legs and everything that his armor was holding in that lovely scale mail.
Something to remember me by.
No, something to remember him by, because it kind of splatters across the side of your carriage as he takes off running. The putrid smell of, what did he have for lunch, all over the walls. Kind of like a Johnny Knoxville shart in a restaurant.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you get it. Ahem. What have you been told? No.
I just want to play with these ones, Dad.
We need those ones, honey. I'm sorry.
But I'm content.
You're welcome to eat the pot instead.
I'm content to keep petting the DM's cat for good luck. It seems to be working.
Right? Alright.
Always appease your DM's
That's
pets.
them, so it's you.
So he just stays there? He just like, fuck it?
Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. He does get it. He sees everything, not afraid. He's going to come at you. You're still holding on to that person like a weapon, right?
Mm-hmm. Or
So
shield at this
the
point.
first one is 15 to hit.
Yeah, barely.
Your armor class is 15?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one, you have this guy in your little off center, so you
Yeah, but
can't
also got
dodge
dude
his-
between the two of us. I still have to hold the guy there.
Give him a +1 because he's holding the dude between the two of them.
Actually,
Like a shield? As a DM,
I'll
that's how I
tell you
play
what.
it.
I'll roll that as disadvantage since you're using a human shield. I won't give you an so I'll roll one more time. He was less inclined to stab his friend, apparently. Well, no, it's still
His friend's corpse.
he does hit you, but it's with he goes and sneaks one in underneath with his first swing. Second swing, and it's at disadvantage because you're using his friend. Is a one lower to hit, so 14.
Oh, it misses.
So that's the second one. As he comes back after he gets one in underneath of you for a grand whopping total of like 6 damage. The second one comes in, and you stab the body. Or he stabs the body. Like, you see the blade poke through his friend as you put him in the way of the sword.
I love this game.
And he
so
withdraws, looking at you. Fuck, man. She got no respect for the dead. And it's your turn.
As I swing his dead buddy at him.
Much. Okay. While he's doing that, I'm gonna run to the.
Roll with disadvantage because he is an improvised
I'm
weapon at
gonna
this
run
point.
to the boy closet.
So I gotta roll 2, right?
And take the lowest.
14 plus.
Strength modifier.
So dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Mm-hmm.
Hits.
what do I use to damage him?
Oh, the damage on a human being weighing 160 pounds, we'll say, is 2d10 plus your strength modifier. So, okay.
Is he still standing?
Oh yes, he's still
This
quite
stubborn
standing.
motherfucker! Oh, I'm gonna...
They aren't weak. I mean, I didn't throw bullshit mobs at you guys.
No.
Like,
I can't like beat him to death with my dick because I'm not the other guy, but like trying. I'm done. Like, do I have a bonus action, don't I still?
You would still technically have a bonus action, yes.
Pop another healing potion?
Yes, I get 6. Alright, I can survive another round. I popped it. The
Cool.
Potion.
I can live again, hopefully.
Well, at this point, it's like popping Viagra because I'm just trying to get it through. Just trying to get through this, okay?
Not even that interested anymore, just want to get through it. No, I'm trying to live. Okay.
Ooh, I'm not gonna take exhaustion. I'm lugging around his dead dude. Like I've been swinging his dead dude.
No, but it's no longer viable to hold on to him. The pieces of meat and bone that he's holding on to
Do I
snap
just have
off
his
with
dick in
them.
my hand at this point?
No.
Because he just fell off?
You have a clawed hand. That would be gristle at this point. There isn't anything left.
Yeah.
So basically, when I swung him at that guy, he came out of my hand.
Yes. He is no longer a weapon. He is now a corpse on the ground. And on his friend. Well, I'm being realistic here. You are a sweet girl and we appreciate you being there. If all cats behave this well, let me tell you what, people.
Is 26 to hit?
Yes.
Alright, that is 3 plus 9 is...
You only had one left, correct?
One ran away.
No, I've got him and him.
Okay.
He takes 12 points of slashing damage.
This one's head flies off as you just come around after intimidating that guy. You go, boom, and a couple of...
Alright.
And he's dead, and that's your first hit, and you still have one more attack.
Boop. Boop. Hi, friend!
You two get to swing in his ass.
And I'm gonna come, because this diagonal's really been working for me.
Okay, roll the hit.
That would be?
Yes.
Yeah, because I get plus 10 to hit.
The answer is yes, so roll for damage.
That is
7.
7 plus 9 is 16.
He's still standing.
Now I'm going to action surge and swing again.
Okay.
Because I just like being intimidating. 17 plus 27 to hit.
Hits.
Another 16. So he
16
takes
and 16 is 32,
A whopping
which means
12
Constitution save a time. The answer is I rolled a 19.
He can be up. It's cool.
He's up. He's looking a little rough. Not that bad. I mean, he's using his armor more effectively than the last couple seem to have been.
And then I'm gonna let out another eagle cry.
Does not have the same effect. He
That's
already
fine.
saved.
It's alright.
On the other hand,
It's just fun.
at the beginning of the next turn, this guy runs away. Down the road, actually, you watch him catch a horse. Like one of the horses that's backed off, they're still loyal to their trainers.
Yep.
He basically grabs his horse and tails it back towards Kastara at a full gallop.
Ooh, can I shoot him in the back with an arrow?
You can certainly try, but you don't get attacks of opportunity at range, I don't think.
Yep.
Okay.
He won't make it far enough and around for you to not be
Alright.
able to hit him with your bow, though.
Okay.
A longbow has a range of 600 max.
I know, but he shit on my fucking my rig. He shit on my ride. Okay. I don't
Yeah.
want to try to shoot him in the ass.
I didn't even use my goading attacks. Or any of that.
Didn't
I'm just
need
like
to.
beating this dude to death with another person and he's still alive. So I'm like, die please.
Trying to convince us to run.
Alright. Now, speaking of the one that's standing in front of you, they get their first swing with their longsword. Nope. And yes, natural 18 plus. Yeah, they hit you.
Yep.
The second swing comes in for a grand whopping total of highballing it for 6 damage total after your reductions.
Alright.
8 plus 3 to half. And then comes to the guy standing in front of you that's looking really rough, but he's still somehow still standing.
I know, I don't get it.
He swings at you the first time, covered in his friend's viscera, and he seems a little shaken because he misses. Both times, guaranteed. I rolled a 4 and a 7. There's no way in hell he hit you, unless you're a wizard.
It's your turn.
And who isn't using mage armor?
Like how
Ooh,
like
good pop.
is he like looking pretty shabby?
Actually, he's looking like he's taking a few, but he looks like he could still roll.
I want to impale him with the quarterstaff.
You can quarterstaff's a bludgeoning weapon. You'd need a spear to impale him, or a pike.
Or a really high strength check.
Because it's prison and I ain't spitting on it. Like,
I thought you were gonna try and shoot the dude that's running away.
I want to shoot him because he shit on my thing, but like, I think if he went that way, I can't. The carriage is in the way.
Actually, he'd be line of sight down the road because of the way angles in the horizon works, and the fact that it's a bow. You'd be at disadvantage because of the cut, because he'd have half cover, but you could definitely hit him.
Technically, from that angle, you wouldn't know that I slung the shit all over the side of the carriage.
Smell it.
I can smell it, and I'm like, okay. And I had someone piss their pants, so I'm like, I'm gonna.
I'm taking the clothes off.
He's too
the
close.
bed.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Shoot them.
pull out this rapier I have.
That one runs off your dexterity bonus to hit. So this ought to be real quick. Roll the hit. You do get 2 attacks with your rapier at this level, so
17 and 18, the 2 hits.
the answer is yes twice. So roll for damage.
1d6, 1d4.
1d6 plus your dex
1d6
bonus.
plus 1d4 cold.
Oh yeah, it's that rapier.
So 2 is this is a straight d6, right? No modifiers.
The d6 part gets your +5 from your dexterity.
Plus 6. So 8 slashing, 2 cold.
Okay, so that's 10 on the first one, and you get 2 attacks. So
7 slashing, 3 cold. So another 10.
So you do a whopping 20. Dude is looking rough. You can see as this rapier goes in, a little thing of frost forms around the wound. It's black frost. Like the ice is black almost in color. And he's still standing, but
Is he wobbling yet?
he ain't looking too good. He's looking pretty rough.
So I don't know whose turn it is after that because it's.
After him, you.
No, I
Oh
didn't
wait,
think-
after you,
Wait.
Kalora.
We know what I'm hitting.
There's one person. A natural 20 and a natural 1. Aren't you glad that's advantage, not disadvantage?
Right.
Shit.
All right. So my first strike's a crit.
Uh-huh.
22 plus 9,
31.
31.
As your axe goes down the first time, he's still standing.
The fuck?
15 plus 10 is 25. That hits.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's really hard for me to miss.
At this level, yes.
16
Damage?
for a grand total of 39 altogether.
The answer is he falls over lifeless. There's still one standing, so you don't get the last rites of the dying man.
Yep.
But he is dead.
Alright, I'm gonna take my movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6.
And you're just out of range of him.
Yeah, I'm not aiming to take another swing.
And Kalora shows up beside you, covered in viscera, and you're pretty sure that they've stepped in somebody's feces.
You sounded like you could use some help.
You see 4 bodies. You see, you know there were more people. You only see 2 bodies.
Huh? Nice job.
One of them looks like they've been gored right around their nether regions pretty badly by something that looks
As I come up, it's a high five situation.
splash, squish. Didn't think. Same hand.
Yep. Don't care.
You're pretty sure that there's a piece of testicle in your gauntlet now.
Nice.
Not mine. I don't care. So what's he doing?
Oh. Yeah, because that's all free action shit.
No,
He's
no.
actually going. He doesn't. He assume he's going. Well, he looks between the 2 of you. He's going to use his disengage and take a dash action and haul ass 60 feet. Or 60 yards.
I get the swing at him, right?
Yes, you do get an attack of opportunity. You are close enough.
Never mind. I got a 2 and a 3.
You're surprised.
I'm like, what? Where you going? Get
He
back
is
here!
still technically in range, though, so you are welcome to after it is your turn, and you are welcome to take a shot at him. You can't catch him on foot, but because your dash action would take you to him, but then you don't have an attack. That's what you burn for the dash.
Yep.
Yeah.
But your bow can reach. It's only 60 feet.
Yep.
Mine?
Yeah, you can roll the hit off your dex bonus.
16.
That just hits.
8.
The last arrow, you watch as he goes to take off running, says, fuck this, and bolts. Before you even have a chance to go after him at your top speed, Kalora,
Where you going?
you see, where are you going? Blink! Where did it hit him and how did it go through him?
It went up his ass. He wanted to be stubborn like a mule.
So as he went to go jump up onto his horse, you watch the arrow got loose.
I'm going like up. I'm going right up. I'm like,
And as
right
he's
up his
going up
keister,
the back of the horse, kebab stick out the mouth.
yes. Fuck you. I got to pee now.
Tearing up
Well,
everything.
that's okay, because after that, and I do apologize for the shortness this evening, guys, but we are a player down, so it does make things go a little bit quicker. I'm going to call that a wrap for tonight, because I had very little planned beyond
So,
that, since it was...
We're level 8s now, right?
Well, let me see here. We're going to math.
I literally have to pee.
Go, 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 go. I'll tell you the verdict.
The verdict is 7. 8. Yes.
Alright. I will have my character sheet physically edited 2 weeks from now.
Perfect, because yes, next week it will be Aylwood Session 0, as it is ready for a relaunch, having pre-nuked it the first time.
Thanks for a really good session.
Oh, no problem. This was fun. It's kind of flying by the seat of my pants and pulling it out of my ass, but fortunately you all were on a travel thing, and I had a couple ideas for things that I wanted to do to the party anyway. Yes, due to you.
Uh-huh. And to think you were encouraging us to run away.
I'm still getting used to your new buffs. Like, legitimately, I'm getting used to their buffs, guys. But anyway, thank you for joining us. See you again next week, hopefully on Thursday and throughout our streams. And other than that, live long and prosper.
Piece of chicken grease.
Right?
Bye.